Hey team, and welcome to this makeup tutorial. Today I am going to show you how to transform yourself into the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. As always, I absolutely adored Margot's portrayal of Harley, and it was just so amazing to see this character that I've loved for so many years reach full circle with her character development. To start, I have freshly cleansed my face and I brush my hair and pop it out to get it out of the way. I am using Sukin's Signature Facial Moisturizer. This is my go-to everyday facial moisturizer that I use before my foundation. I don't use primer because I'm a mongrel and not a professional makeup artist. I am using Kat Von D's Lock-It Foundation in the shade Light 41 Neutral. If you've watched any of my other makeup tutorials, this is always my go-to foundation for Harley's porcelain skin. I use 2 pumps, put that all over my face with my fingers, and then blend it in using my beauty blender. Next up is Kat Von D's Lock-It Concealer in the shade 1, I think. Either way, it's the lightest one that's not white. I'm putting that under my eyes and on a blemish on my lip, and just blending that in again with a beauty blender. I also wet my beauty blender, FYI, in case I forgot to mention that. I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to trust myself. And now next step, which is the original RCMA translucent powder. I swear by this, and I also use this for my tattoos. I'm using a powder brush and dapping that all over my face. Dabbing, pressing. Basically, I'm not smoothing it over. Now I am combing through my eyebrows in preparation for my eyebrow routine. Okay, this is seriously embarrassing. This product has been in my makeup bag for so long that it is so grubby you cannot make out the packaging. And it is a Rimmel dip-in pot. I'm very, very, very devastated to announce that they have discontinued this, and I'm devastated mostly because I also use this in my normal eyebrow routine with a brunette shade. So what I've done is I've used the dip-in pot and kind of halfway through my brow started so I can fade it in gently, and I'm just combing it through with a spoolie because her eyebrows in the movie, Margot has gorgeous bushy eyebrows and I don't. So what I do is I rely on these brush strokes of the powder to give myself a natural bushy look with no pencil work. So it really works well. You could definitely do this with a normal eyebrow palette in black. Next up is eyeshadow. I am using the Sultry palette by Anastasia, and I am using the shade Noir, which basically is a matte black eyeshadow. Honestly, you could use soot from your fireplace. I live in Australia, so we don't have fireplaces, but that could definitely work. It could honestly be 10 cents from Coles. Just any black eyeshadow will do. I am very carelessly chucking this all over the lid of my eye and underneath my eye. It doesn't matter, which is the beauty of this look and this character, because we're going to mess it up even more. So if you're worried about looking like a raccoon, this look isn't for you. I'm getting in with my fingers because I realized the brush was just not giving me that chaos that I strived for, and I'm rubbing the eyeshadow in all over with my fingertips. I feel like it really helped blended it out. I didn't need to use any grey because I just blended the black very, very well. Instead of using any eyeliner, I went back in with the eyeshadow brush and just darkened the eyeliner areas of my eyes, so underneath my waterline and on the top of my lid, and that is the end result. I then move on to her mascara stains. I'm not using actual mascara for this, I'm just using more black eyeshadow, putting that on the brush and emulating those mascara stains from her eyes. So I'm just kind of carelessly going in, painting that, using the reference photo to make sure I'm getting the mascara stains in the right place, and yeah, really dragging the eyeshadow down my face for that effect. I've said face about 10 times. Let's move on to the next thing. Boom, mascara. The only mascara I will ever use in my life, which is Maybelline, a legal length. I am confused as to if they have discontinued this product. I randomly bought 10 Maybelline illegal lengths online for a discounted price, and I'm still working my way through them. I'm just doing one coat of mascara, top and bottom lashes, and it looks great. Now we're on to lip liner. I cannot tell you what brand of lip liner it is because it's been in my makeup bag for so long that I can't read it. All I can tell you is that it is in the color red. Now I find this part extremely stressful because it is on white foundation. So I take my time here despite it looking very sped up, and I try to emulate Margot's lip shape the best I can. She has the most gorgeous full bottom lip, so I always overline my bottom lip by crazy amounts, and her cupid's bow isn't deep either, so I do a very flat looking cupid's bow on the top. As I said, please take your time, because if you get some red lip liner on your white foundation, I mean, it really sucks. It's very hard to get off. So as you can see, I am having stress breaks where I just anxiously cry out. Now I'm on to lipstick. This is NYX lipstick, suede lipstick in the color red. I don't know exactly, they name them crazy things, but it's just red. I find that lipstick instead of liquid lipstick really works for Harley. It just has that movie quality look. Now we are on to tattoos, and I am not going to waste your time with this, team. All you need to know is that I sell these tattoos for Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, and The Suicide Squad, all on my Etsy store. I will link that down below. I use water slide tattoo paper imported from Hollywood, and I have put in a lot of time and energy to make sure they are of the highest movie quality standard. And I will also link a tattoo tutorial for you guys so you can watch that separate. Now, please take this advice. Don't take my advice for wig caps and putting up hair. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've just chucked this in the video just to remind you guys that I'm your average Joe doing average Joe things. I really struggle with wigs and wig caps, but I just put my wig on whilst I was applying the tattoos just so it was time effective. I have also posted a YouTube tutorial on how I made this synthetic wig, so if you want to make your own, that is also available on my channel. I'm just tucking it behind my ears whilst I get dirty with Ben Nye dirt powder in charcoal and in chocolate. I use 70% black, 30% brown. I mix them together and I apply it on with a sponge. Now, when I'm applying my dirt, I always think of where realistic places would be. Instead of just on my face, I like to put it on my body for that continuity of that rough look. I did it very subtle in this tutorial. In the past, I've done like hardcore dirt. I like to put it on the jaw, the forehead, the neck, collarbones, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. For the blood, I use Fleet Street drying blood in dark. I have a doctor's syringe. Don't worry, there's no needle. It's just a plastic syringe, and I very carefully put this up my nose. This is quite dangerous. Be careful. Don't put the blood straight up your nose. You want to attack it from a side profile so that you don't burst it right up your nose, okay? This is not a COVID test. It's not a rat test. Be gentle. And I just let that gently dribble, sorry, it's true, gently dribble down my face. I'm just tidying up my wig now, redoing my pigtails, and just tidying everything up, because we are basically done. The tattoos are on, as you can see, and I am just so happy with how this look turned out. Boom! There you go, team. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found this makeup tutorial helpful, and good luck with your cosplay if you are deciding to do this Harley. Alright, team, peace out. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Have a great day.